Scavenging the oil out of the cylinders, Charlie Schwenker's on the takeoff roll. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a big round of applause for the Northeast Raiders? And there goes Charlie Schwenker. Now, Charlie started flying airplanes sailplanes back in 1975 here. Went on to earn all kinds of things. He's instructed in sailplanes for several years, and he's been having a lot of fun with aircraft. His current passion, however, is aerobatics. He's actually gotten a sailplane up to 18,000 feet. That's without an engine. Here comes Charlie Schwenker. On the vertical, they're rolling the airplane as he's going up. Let's keep an eye on this. My guess is right. There's the rudder kick. That's the hammerhead stall turn. Watch on the way down. He should do an inside snap. There it is. Oh, if you happen to be thinking, oh, look at this. He loves to roll this airplane around. Back onto the vertical there. He's pulling about 4 or 5 positive G's as he comes over the top where he's temporarily weightless. Rolls the airplane back to where he's now hanging by the belts. All the blood in his body is going to his brain. It's a very painful condition. That last turnaround was a Cuban 8, a half. This is a reverse half Cuban 8. It starts high and ends low. Straight level, but not for long. He's going to go up. Watch on the top of this inside snap roll. Coming back around. It's called an avalanche. An inside or barnstormer loop with a snap roll at the top is known as an avalanche. Back onto the vertical again. Charlie Schwenker up there in his extra 300. Pulls it over the top. The move is called a Humpty Bump. You got your camera warmed up. Here we go. Count it with me. Rolling it inverted. Does a series of 4-point rolls. Onto the vertical again. It's going to do a shark's tooth, I believe. Watch for the kick at the top of this upline. And there's the pushover. Charlie Schwenker doing the shark tooth. Ooh, inside snap on the way down. There's another one. Oh, he snuck that in on me. Back onto the vertical again. He's going to roll the airplane around as he goes up high. Continues to roll the airplane around in a series of aileron rolls. He calls that the corkscrew. Turning the airplane back around, coming back down toward Airshow Center. Building his airspeed up as he comes across. Watch this. Rolling the airplane and then rolls it the other way. Notice how fast this airplane responds on this series of rolls. That is the thing about modern-day full-scale aerobatic airplanes. They have tremendous roll rates. It looks really good for us on the ground, but it is very difficult as Charlie and the other aerobatic pilots doing these types of maneuvers today will literally be slammed off the sides of their cockpit. Watch this maneuver. Charlie's going to tumble the airplane nose over tail. Going to set up for another maneuver here. Yeah, it looks like a lot of fun, but it's not like sitting in the chair that you may be sitting in right now. You are thrown around this airplane violently during some of these maneuvers. Inside snap on the way down from a Cuban 8. Pay attention to this maneuver. Here's 1. Here's 2. Here's 3. He's inverted, hanging by the belts on side number 4. Here's 5, 6, 7. Here's the hard one. Here's 8. That's an octagonal loop, also known as the stop sign in the sky. Oh boy, watch this next move. He calls this the washing machine. He's going to do a half a loop, followed by a series of rolls. And it's going to speed up as he goes along, just like the spin cycle on a washing machine. Going to do another half reverse Cuban 8 with a snap roll on that up line. You know, it's very simple to recognize the difference between up and down lines. It's obvious. Up means you're going up, down means you're coming down. With an up line, you're losing speed. With a down line, you're picking it up. Sideways hammerhead coming up now. As Charlie pulls up onto the vertical with that extra 300. By the way, this is a 2-seat aircraft, which means you can take a buddy along and do this kind of a ride. It's got 300 horsepower in this airplane, about 1,500 pounds. It's going to pull up onto the vertical here in just a moment. Actually, it looks like he's going to bring the airplane back around. Now, those of you who got camcorders, I know you're all videotaping this action. But those of you with still picture cameras, get ready. As Charlie comes back, here's the pull. Keep an eye on this beautiful straight up line as he rolls around. Airspeed is starting to bleed off. 300 horsepower, 1,500 pound airplane, hanging it on the prop. This is called the torque roll. Here's the fun part, the whip stall right there as the aircraft falls through on itself. They call that the torque roll because it's the torque of the engine that continues to rotate the airplane around. Get your cameras ready. Charlie Schwenker is going to set up for his photo pass. He's going to kick this airplane onto knife edge going by Airshow Center. And you're going to be able to get some fantastic photographs here of Charlie Schwenker and his extra 300. Here you go, ladies and gentlemen, the photo pass. Those of you out there with the machine gun cameras, I know you got a couple of dozen pictures as he brought that airplane around. Charlie said he might try to do something funny. No, Charlie just called to the air boss. He's coming in for a landing. Now, this is another airplane that does not have flaps on it. Charlie Schwenker's calling the air boss saying it is a beautiful blue sky day and that the visibility is just fantastic. Hey, we already knew that, didn't we? What a beautiful day to be watching Charlie Schwenker and all the other air show performers out today. Watch Charlie on his approach. Notice he's got that airplane sideways. This is called a slip. The idea is that he's making extra drag as he drops the airplane to the runway and slows the airplane down. There's Charlie back on the ground again. All right, ladies and gentlemen, high and directly behind us